Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So today's class is very, very important. It's a fourth lecture for electromagnetic induction, and today we start from generator. I think from class 10 we know a very little about generator. Means we know the working of generator, how it will work. Means in presence of two magnet, if we put a coil and if we try to send some current, so then what happen if we want to say, if we able to send some current, then when the current flow through this coil, so what happened, one force is acting upward, one force is acting downward. So due to that, this one start to rotate, and when it will start to rotate, basically two things happen. Okay, one is called generator, another one is called motor. Are you getting my point? So what is the basic difference between generator and motor? By using generator, you can create EMF. That means your to in presence of magnetic field, when you rotate the coil, so if we rotate the coil and an output you get the EMF, then it is called generator. Try to understand. Okay, when you rotate the coil, due to that rotation, suppose the flux is changing, so induced EMF will oppose the change, so it will generate EMF, then it is called generator. Now the reverse thing happen, if you send the current and due to that it will be rotate, then it is called motor. So that portion you know from class 10. And one more important thing is that the motor, you can sometimes say back EMF, means the reverse of motor is generator and the reverse of generator is the motor. Means in generator what happened, mechanical energy converted into electrical energy, and in motor what happened, electrical energy converted into mechanical energy. Just the reverse thing, just the reverse मतलब कि मैकेनिकल एनर्जी दिया, घुमा, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट किया, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी से हमने उसको घुमाया तो मैकेनिकल एनर्जी जनरेट हुआ, जिससे हम लोग पानी को ग्राउंड से टॉप फ्लोर पे ले जा सकते हैं. अब ये जो हम लोगों ने पढ़ा कि थोड़ा बहुत कि कैसे घुमाएंगे, शाफ्ट क्या होगा, स्प्रिंग क्या होगा, ठीक है, ये छोटा बहुत हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा था. यहाँ पे जो हम लोग मेनली पढ़ेंगे, that part is how you find out the induced EMF or what is the value of the induced EMF. So that means here the main part is the mechanics, means the mathematical equation is the main part for this. So suppose if you want to draw a generator, see, suppose this is our north pole and this one is our south pole. In between this, suppose we are putting some coil, and this one is called shaft, about which it will be rotate with angular velocity omega. Now there is a two type of generator. One is called the AC generator, one is called the DC generator. See, the basic difference is that it will be like a half paddle and full paddle. If this one is your paddle and if you are moving like this, so what happened, the coil, if the suppose this one is the coil, if the coil is able to move full this way, then it is called the AC generator. And if it will be moving like this, see that drop, if it move like this, half turn then back, half turn then back, then it is called DC generator. So what is the basic difference between AC generator and DC generator? On the basis of turn. In DC generator, what happened, one is this way and another is this way slip ring, and they move like this. And here what happened, kids in between, and they move like this. So that is only the basic difference, otherwise they are same. Now with this you have a spring and all. North pole, south pole, coil, and this one is a spring, and then you have a slip rings and all. So my main concentration is find the value of magnetic field, find the value of EMF, induced EMF, from this. So we all know that the flux, magnetic flux, that is B dot A. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we can write it B A cos theta. About the construction, you know very well from class 10, even in class 11, 12, that much not detail you have, as much detail about the how it rotate. What do you mean by this rings? What do you mean by this? So these things you have in class 10 much detail. But here the main thing is how you find out this mathematical expression. So this one is BA cos theta, and we know that theta is omega t. So we can write BA cos omega t. Now see, we know induced EMF is minus d phi d by dt. So what we can write, minus d dA cos omega t by dt, that is minus dA d cos omega t by dt, that is minus dA cos omega t. The differentiation of cos omega t is how much?
Minus omega sine omega t.
Minus sine omega t into omega. Yeah? So B A omega sine omega t. Now at the same time we can say for n number of turn, you can directly write n d phi by dt, or we can write B A omega n sine omega t. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see, so this mathematical expression part is more important for class 12 than that circuit and all. Okay. Achha. Now after this expression, from this one, we have some information like when theta, that is omega t, is 90 degree, then E is maximum, that is B A omega n sine 90 degree, which is B A omega n. So what we can say, induced EMF is maximum value. This is the maximum value, or you can say the amplitude of EMF, sine omega t. Now on that date, from that data, if you want to draw the graph, see we have two type of graph: 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Try to understand, okay. When the theta is 0, sine is 0. When theta is 90 degrees, sine is 90 degrees. And that is the maximum value. And then it will be 0, then minimum, then 0, then minus induced EMF. This one is for, and you can write this one is the angle omega t or time. Is it clear? Is
Yes,
it clear?
sir.
So this one is called alternating current, AC. Why? See, half portion positive, half portion negative. So it's EMF or voltage or current, okay, because the current is voltage by resistance. So EMF or voltage or current is fluctuating, means some portion positive and then next portion negative and then again positive and then again negative. So it will be alternating. Okay, so as it is alternating its polarity, that's why it's called alternating current. And this one is called AC generator, and similarly the motor you use is called AC motor. And similarly for this one, if you move it half, मैंने बोला ना कि अगर हम half pedal किया ऐसे गया फिर ऐसे गया फिर ऐसे गया, फिर ऐसे गया, तब ये क्या होगा देखो, तब ये क्या होगा देखो, तब ये ऐसे करके ऐसे जाएगा, मतलब नीचे नहीं जाएगा. सो देन इट इज द पॉजिटिव. दिस वन इज कॉल्ड DC. So you understand why DC? Because it's not, the polarity is not altering, and as the polarity is not altering, this is called the DC generator, this is called the AC generator. Or actually is from this AC generator your alternating current chapter start. ठीक है, alternating current chapter start. लेकिन हम इसमें alternating current अभी start नहीं करेंगे, पहले हम लोग self induction, mutual induction ये सब देखेंगे, then we start alternating current. Is it okay everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after that, तो मैं इसको बोर्ड को साफ कर देता हूँ. Okay, so now first I want to read a numerical and then we move on to electro self induction. So the numerical is, and your wingspan to go here. Okay, simply they can give you numerical on the basis of data, like as you have induced EMF is, you just remember this BA omega n sin omega t or sin theta. So they can give you key magnetic, they give you some value of magnetic field, cross sectional area of the coil, number of turn, and then they can give you the omega, that is, suppose they give you 100 RPM, so you can convert that RPM into radian per second when you convert this, and this angle theta is 90 degree or 45 degree, whatever they give you, and on that basis they can ask you, on that basis they can ask you inducing EMF. Now the next part is self induction. देखो ये self induction का मतलब क्या है, इतना देर जो हम लोगों ने देखा कि when we change the flux, when we change the flux EMF generate, ठीक है, which always oppose the change. तो इसको क्या है, इसमें क्या है कि ये जो जब तुम फ्लक्स को चेंज कर रहे हो, so especially we can change the flux either by changing the current, means the magnetic field, or cross sectional area or angle between the magnetic field and cross sectional area, और इससे हमें फ्लक्स मिलता है, ठीक है, और इस फ्लक्स का चेंज को अगर हम मेंटेन करते हैं तो ईएमएफ मिलता है. तो हमें क्या देखा गया है, हम लोगों ने क्या देखा है कि जब ये इंड्यूस होता है तो ये जो ये फ्लक्स जो इंक्रीज कर रहा है या डिक्रीज कर रहा है, ये कुछ फैक्टर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, तो जिसको बोला जाता है सेल्फ इंडक्शन. इसको बोला जाता है सेल्फ इंडक्शन. मतलब इस टर्म में हम बोल सकता है कि जो फ्लक्स जनरेट करने का जो फिनोमेना है, इसको बोला जाता है सेल्फ इंडक्शन, मतलब इंडक्शन, इसको बोला जाता है इंडक्शन. नाउ द इंडक्शन इज टू टाइप, वन इज द सेल्फ इंडक्शन, वन इज द म्यूचुअल इंडक्शन. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सेल्फ इंडक्शन? जो खुद के लिए खुद जनरेट करे उसको हम बोलते हैं सेल्फ इंडक्शन, और म्यूचुअल का मतलब मैं मानो एक कॉइल है दूसरा कॉइल, दो कॉइल है, एक में करंट जनरेट हो रहा है तो एक के लिए दूसरा में चेंज हो रहा है, सो दूसरा में ईएमएफ जनरेट कर रहा है, तो दैट इज द इंड्यूस बाय द वन ऑन द सेकंड। सिमिलरली जब सेकंड में जनरेट होगा उसके लिए फर्स्ट में मैग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंजेस होगा, मतलब मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज होगा, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड चेंजेस होगा, तो फिर वो क्या हो गया दो के लिए एक पे, so they are mutually dependent, so this one is called mutual induction। हम एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल से तुम लोगों को बताते हैं, you can understand it much better way। Suppose we have a coil like this and we know which type of coil this one, anyone tell me which type of coil this one is? Anyone tell me इसको क्या बोला जाता है, इसका एक नाम?
Solenoid.
Very good, it's a solenoid। So as it's a solenoid, now we all know magnetic field of a solenoid is N mu naught I, we know that, okay? Now see, although it's look like they are not uniform, but actually they are uniform, so your area and everything is fixed। ये तो मेरा drawing का नतीजा है, बहुत ही भद्दा drawing है, नहीं तो they are exactly same, the same area, total number of turns fixed, total length is fixed। So when you so flux is, if you want to write flux, that is BA, and if you write the total number of turns, you can write N also। So here, if you see this, A is fixed, N is fixed. If you want to write N mu naught I A N, so you realize that everything is fixed. This one is fixed, this one is fixed, this one is fixed, this one is fixed। Especially for the coil, को बहुत ही कम ऐसा कॉइल मिलता है जहां पे तुम एरिया को कंटिन्यूअसली चेंज करते रहते हो, एरिया ऐसे ऐसे चेंज हो रहा है, सो इट्स अ वेरी टफ थिंग और इट्स नॉट अ फिजिबल। हम लोग जनरली क्या करते हैं, इस कांस्टेंटली करने के लिए या तो एंगल को कट करते हैं जो जनरेटर में करते हैं, या तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं करंट को चेंज करते हैं। सो इफ वी एबल टू चेंज द वैल्यू ऑफ द करंट, so flux is change। If we able to change the value of the current, then the flux is changed। when the flux is changed, EMF is generated। is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
तो ये जो एबिलिटी है, मतलब अगर मैं यहाँ पे देखो इस रियोस्टेट को अगर कम करूं, तो कम करने से क्या होगा, रेजिस्टेंस कम होगा तो करंट क्या करेगा, इंक्रीज करेगा। तो अगर करंट इंक्रीज करेगा तो इसके अंदर का फ्लक्स इंक्रीज करेगा, तो फ्लक्स इंक्रीज करेगा मतलब इसमें क्या होगा, एक ईएमएफ जनरेट होगा जो इस करंट का डायरेक्शन को अपोज करेगा। ये प्लस पोलैरिटी होगा, माइनस होगा, तभी ना इस डायरेक्शन में करंट जाएगा। इज इट ओके? इज इट ओके?
Yes, sir.
तो इसलिए हमें ये सब लिखना नहीं है, हमें क्या लिखना है, हम लोगों ने ये देखा मतलब कि इट इज फाइंड दैट मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स is directly proportional to current। So when you equalize, you use a constant is called self induction, L into I। देखो ये जो L हम लोग ले रहा है क्योंकि इसमें इसी के लिए जब दो कॉइल होगा और एक दूसरे का बात होगा तो म्यूचुअल, पहले सेल्फ तो देख ले, तो B phi is Li, so L is what, L is phi B by I, जिसका SI यूनिट होता है वेबर पर एम्पियर यू कैन से, और इसको बोला जाता है हेनरी। हेनरी रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय कैपिटल H। इज इट क्लियर? तो अगर मुझे ये पता चल गया, सो वी कैन राइट इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ माइनस डी फाई बाई डी टी, दैट मीन्स माइनस फाई इज एल आई बाई डी टी। देखो एल भी फिक्स है, so L, क्योंकि I is only the variable, so di by dt is the induced EMF। Are you getting my point? What I want to say you? Is it okay, everyone?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So, so if you understand this, so by using this, we can try some numerical. Okay. Okay, so I want to read the questions. The first question is question number 1. The first question is question number 1. If the rate of change of current is current of 4 ampere second, rate of change of current is 4 ampere per second, increases an EMF, increases an EMF of 20 millivolt, increases an EMF 20 millivolt, मतलब you can say 0 to 20 millivolt in a solenoid. What is the self inductance? What is the self inductance? What is the self inductance of the solenoid? मतलब L is how much? तो इसका मतलब देखो, जब ये कोई करंट नहीं था, कोई ईएमएफ जनरेट नहीं था, तो इनिशियल ईएमएफ इज 0. जब मेरा रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ करंट इतना हुआ 4 एम्पियर पर सेकंड के रेट से, सो मेरा 20 मिली वोल्ट तुम्हारा ईएमएफ चेंज हुआ, मतलब 0 से 20 मिली वोल्ट में गया, तो मेरा एल कितना होगा? दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाउ द सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज दैट a 12 volt battery is connected to a 6 ohm and 10 Henry. I repeat, a 12 volt battery connected to a 6 ohm, 10 Henry coil through a switching device. A constant current through the circuit. A constant current flow through the circuit, the switch is suddenly open. मतलब एक constant value of current जा रहा है, and then the switch is suddenly open. It takes 1 millisecond. It takes 1 millisecond to open the switch. Find the average EMF induced in the coil. So, are you getting my point? What do you want to say? तो देखो, पहले इतना वोल्ट जनरेट ईएमएफ हो रहा था, करंट इसके रिस्पेक्ट में देखो वोल्टेज दिया हुआ है, रेजिस्टेंस दिया है. सो एज यू हैव वोल्टेज, एज यू हैव रेजिस्टेंस, यू कैन गेट सम वैल्यू ऑफ करंट. व्हेन द स्विच इज ऑफ, देखो क्या बोला है कि द स्विच इज सडनली ओपन, मतलब ये स्विच बंद था, ये टक करके खुल गया. तो ये जो टक करके खुला, इस खुलने में समय लगा 1 मिलीसेकेंड, और जब ये खुल गया तो करंट कितना हो गया? 0. सो बेसिकली यहाँ का करंट और यहाँ से तुम्हें डी आई थिंक मिल सकता है, और दैट टाइम इज dt, मतलब दे अगेन इनडायरेक्टली गिवन यू द वैल्यू ऑफ di by dt. एंड व्हाट दे आस्क यू कि फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ find the average EMF induced across the coil. So what you have to find out? You have to find out the induced EMF. This is the second question, and the third question is that question number 3. Very, very important question. di by dt जो है, that is 10 to the power 3 ampere per second, increasing in nature. ठीक है, increasing in nature. So the question is that find the terminal voltage of AB. Find the terminal voltage of AB. You understand, everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
सर फर्स्ट वाला का 5
5 into 10 to the power minus 3.
अच्छा देखो, हाँ 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. वेरी गुड. देखो पहला क्वेश्चन में मुझे क्या चाहिए? मुझे चाहिए इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ दिया हुआ है ना. इंड्यूस्ड ईएमएफ इज माइनस एल डी आई बाई डी टी. तुम लोग एक काम कर सकते हो, देखो ये इनिशियल है, ये फाइनल है, तो हमेशा फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल, तो यहाँ पे क्योंकि वैल्यूज खाली निकालना है, वी नो वन थिंग कि induce self induction, resistance, capacitor, these are always positive value, and as they are always positive value, so induced EMF is 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. L you don't know, and this one is 4. So you understand how much easy question I give you. Is it clear, everyone? So in this question, in question number 2, voltage is given 12 volt, resistance is given 6 ohm, inductance is given 10 Henry, time is dt is 1 millisecond. Initially the current is on and then the switch off. So during the switch off time is 1 millisecond. So when the switch is on, V equals to IR. So your initial current is voltage by resistance, that is the 2 ohm, and the final is 0. So the change in current, which is always final minus initial, that is 0, 2 minus 0. So you can write 2 ampere. I'm sorry.
Sir, final is 0.
Final is 0, initial is 2. So you can write it here, the final minus initial by time. So minus 10 into final. Final is how much? Final is 0 minus 2 means minus 2 by the time. Time is 10 to the power minus 3. So what you have? 20 into 10 to the power 3 volt. Then you can write 20,000 volt. Matlab, is it clear, everyone? So you understand how much amount of energy or voltage you can create by this fluctuation. 20,000 volt. Okay. So for the next question, next one is a very important question, and so many examiner can ask this type of question. So listen it. Okay. So next is very important. Listen properly. First of all, the current is given 10 to the power 3 ampere per second, which is increasing, and L is given 10 to the power minus 2, and the direction of current is given this one. So first of all, whenever you have this type of question, first find out the EMF minus L di by dt, or just find out the magnitude. So if you find out the magnitude L 10 to the power minus 3, di by dt is 10 to the power 3, so basically 10 volt. Now you can use it in two ways. If they give you increase and decrease, if they give you the amount of current increasing and decreasing, then just find out the value and see. As it is increasing, it will try to oppose the direction of current. So it will be generated like this. Now if it will be decreasing nature, so what happened? It will suppose the direction of current. So then it will be like negative and positive. Try to understand. You understand now? Induced EMF will always oppose. So here the current is 5 ampere. It will be increased. So induced EMF will try to decrease it. Means current will flow. Try to decrease it. तो इसका polarity ऐसे उल्टा हो जाएगा. अब देखो ये current का direction दिया है. You can solve it in two process. One, you can suppose as the current is flowing from this one, and we know always the current flow from the higher polarity. So you can suppose it as a higher polarity A, and this is the B. That means voltage of A minus voltage of B. A is the higher polarity, B is the lower polarity. So on that basis, and your this job is done. This one is 10 volt. Now see, current is this, so we use Kirchhoff's law, and if we use the Kirchhoff's law, we move on the direction of current. So what we write, 5 into 2, then we get the negative polarity. Achha, anyone tell me what is the value of this one? What, how much you find out? Anyone? Hello?
No, sir. So I tried only half.
Okay, 5 into 2 minus 15, then again the other direction of current. So plus 5 into 1. Now the plus polarity, so plus 10, and then you get the minus polarity. Minus V of AB equals to 0. So V of AB is 10 minus 15 plus 5 plus 10. So I think this cancel. So you have 10 volt. Is it clear? This one is one way. You can solve in this way. Another way is there. Again, it's a very rare. You don't find in book this method. Okay. This one is called the anti-Kirchhoff rule. Although no anti-Kirchhoff rule is there, but we can use it. What happened in anti-Kirchhoff rule? The best part is that you can use for any two open circuit if you know the current is flowing. Means like suppose you have a junction like this. I'll just give you an example of why it's very, very important. Suppose you have to find out the voltage between these two, but you know how much are the currents are flowing. I'll just give you one example. So you use, see, between these 2 points, you can use this anti-Kirchhoff rule, means which is applied between any two junctions. So what exactly it? देखो ये कोई अलग से नहीं है, इसमें कहीं पे नहीं लिखा है. ये Kirchhoff rule ही है, इसको थोड़ा घुमा के किया गया है. So anti-Kirchhoff rule में क्या है? जहां से तुम शुरू करो. So we are starting from the point in VA. We are starting from the point VA. So take that point. Then use exactly the opposite of anti-Kirchhoff rule. हम लोग anti-Kirchhoff rule में क्या किया था? If we move on the direction of current, we take current into resistance positive. Here we take the negative. So minus 5 into 2. अब देखो यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने minus था, हम लोग लेगा plus. फिर हमने क्या मिला on the direction? So minus 5 into 1. फिर मिला plus polarity, तो minus को, और last में इसको लिखना है V of B. So now see, you have a point A as well as equal के बाद you have a point B. तो जो चाहिए, अगर तुम्हें बोलता find the potential difference between B and A, you can start from B and you move in that side also, or you can write from here also A to B. So B minus A you can find out. So no problem. So VA minus VB according to question. Move in that side. So this is 10 minus 15 plus 5 plus 10. So it is 10 volt. ठीक है. अब तुम बोलोगे कि सर ये क्या हुआ? तो देखो ये कुछ नहीं है, ये सिंपल है कि जब हम लोगों ने ये लूप किया था Kirchhoff rule, वहां पे V of AB जो लिखा था उसको VA minus VB करके A को रखा, B को उस साइड में भेज दिया. मतलब A को रखा, बाकी सब को उस साइड में ले लिया. As we move all in this side, so it will be automatically negative. Are you getting my point? माइनस VA माइनस VB था, तो VA माइनस VB माइनस माइनस प्लस, तो VB को रखा, बाकी सब को उस साइड में ले जाओ. VB को रखा, बाकी सब को इस साइड में ले आया. So they all are negative. और वो माइनस VA become VB, माइनस VA become प्लस VA. Understood? समझा मैंने क्या बोला? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
सबको समझ में आया ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
इस तरह का क्वेश्चन करना समझ गया ना? ये वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है. ऐसा क्वेश्चन एक तो रहता ही रहता है. ठीक है. बच्चा लोग कंफ्यूज रहता है, सोचता है कि Kirchhoff लॉ का क्वेश्चन है. तो ये इंडक्टर का क्वेश्चन है. लॉ का क्वेश्चन नहीं है. अच्छा, आफ्टर दैट next is self-induction of a solenoid. Next is self-induction of a solenoid. अगर हम solenoid का बात करें, तो we all know solenoid. We all know about solenoid. So self-induction of a solenoid में क्या होगा? देखो, suppose we have a solenoid, ये एकदम same cross section area ऐसे ही होगा. Let L is the length of the solenoid, E is the cross sectional area, N is the number of turn per unit length. Is it okay, everyone?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
okay? So first of all, from the definition of solenoid, we all know magnetic field inside the solenoid. Yeah, magnetic field inside the solenoid is N mu naught I. Is it okay, everyone? Can we know this? We know this one, na? Magnetic field
Yes,
inside the
sir.
solenoid is N mu naught I. Okay, so as we know, the magnetic field is N mu naught I. So now see, suppose magnetic field inside the solenoid, this one is this one N mu naught I. So each area is a सबका circle का, क्योंकि it's a this one is a magnetic field and it's a turn. So each turn is cross section area A. So flux into cross section area कितना हो गया? Magnetic field into cross section area कितना हो गया? Flux.
Flux.
So what we can write? Flux for each turn. What we can write? Magnetic field into area. And is it okay, everyone? मैं इसको नोटेशन भी देना चाहता हूँ. Magnetic field not बोलने का मतलब है each turn. Is it okay, everyone? Can we write it?
Yes, sir.
So total flux B, no knot is there, that is flux for each turn एक एक गोल के लिए, और टोटल कितना सारा गोला है मतलब इनटू टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्न. इज इट ओके? टोटल नंबर ऑफ टर्न. कैन वी राइट इट?
Yes, sir.
So flux for each turn we write N mu naught IA, and total number of turn N, we know that total number of turn, that is number of turn per unit length into length. So we can write N mu naught IA into N into L, which is N square mu naught ALI. Can we write it? That would be equation number 2. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now from the definition we know flux is Li. That will be equation number 3. We know from the definition. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So from
Yes, sir.
2 and 3, what we can write? Li is N square mu naught ALI. I cancel. So N is N square mu naught ALI. Can we write it?
Yes, sir.
Acha. Can we multiply by L, divide by L?
Yes.
So N square, L into L, what you have? L square. What do you mean by N square, L square? Capital N square.
Yes, sir.
So that means we can write N square mu naught A I. Oh, sorry, I to cancel. I'm sorry. I not there by L. So that means basically, if anyone asks you self-induction depend on which factors, if anyone asks you self-induction depend on which factor, so what you can say? It depends on number of turn per unit length. It depends on medium. See, knot means air. It depends on cross-sectional area. It depends on length of the inductor. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, see one more thing from here. देखो, for if we insert some medium, so L is n square mu naught mu r AL, या तो you can write n square mu naught mu r A by L. Is it okay? Now you can say it depends on the number of transform unit length, medium, cross section area, and length. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So my next topic is related to that. Energy storing inductor. Very, very important. Very, very important theoretical question in examination. Examiner can ask energy stored in inductor. So same like capacitor, inductor also able to store some amount of energy. Is it okay? Acha. So give the heading energy stored in an inductor. So suppose मेरे पास ऐसे करके एक इंडक्टर है. So suppose in time dt, suppose dq amount of charge store हुआ इंडक्टर में, because energy stored means these all energy stores are in terms of charge stored. ठीक है. वर्क डन में क्लास 11 में जो एनर्जी स्टोर होता था दैट इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी एंड इलास्टिक एनर्जी. यहाँ पे जो है, यहाँ पे चार्ज एनर्जी, ठीक है, चार्ज के फॉर्म में एनर्जी स्टोर होता है. सो द इन टाइम dt, द अमाउंट ऑफ चार्ज स्टोर इज dq. सो वर्क डन dw कैन बी राइट dq into v, because work done is charge into voltage. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
two things. One is current is dq by dt. We know very well. So dq is I dt. That is the first thing. And the second thing is that the induced EMF is at least in terms of magnitude L di by dt. We know that.
Yes, sir.
So if we put this to value, in place of dq, we write I dt, and in place of voltage, if we write L di by dt, so we can easily cancel this di dt dt. So what we have, L I di, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So taking integration both sides, that is L I di. So work done is L I square by 2, which means work done is half L I square. So now we can say this work done stored as a potential energy. This work done stored as a potential energy in the solenoid. So energy stored in the solenoid is half Ni square. Or you can write UB. B stands for magnetic field. और यही चीज हम लोग जब कैपेसिटर किया था, we can write E. E stands for in presence of electric field. So in that case, I think you all remember there is half C square. Na?
Yes, sir.
So when you get this energy stored, so the second very, very important is energy density. मेरा आवाज सुनाई दे रहा है?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Second very, very important is energy density. So देखो, energy density is UD. You can write for B for magnetic field. So ये क्या हो गया? Energy stored एनर्जी स्टोर पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम। सो एनर्जी स्टोर मतलब यू, एनर्जी स्टोर कितना है देखो, हाफ एल आई स्क्वायर बाय वॉल्यूम इज एरिया इनटू लेंथ। अब देखो फॉर सॉलिनॉइड, यहाँ पे हमें मान लिख सकता है फॉर सॉलिनॉइड, अभी हम लोगों ने पढ़ा एल का वैल्यू होता है एन स्क्वायर म्यू नॉट ए एल, है ना।
Yes, sir.
So half in place of L, we write n square mu naught AL I square by AL. देखो clearly AL cancel. So what happened? What you have n square mu naught I square. We multiplied by mu, divide by mu. So what happened? Half n square mu naught square I square by mu naught. अब देखो b का वैल्यू कितना होता है n म्यू नॉट i, यहाँ पे n का स्क्वायर म्यू नॉट का स्क्वायर i का स्क्वायर, क्या मैं इसका b का स्क्वायर बाय म्यू नॉट लिख सकता हूँ?
Yes, sir.
सो एनर्जी स्टोर पर यूनिट, एनर्जी डेंसिटी फॉर द सॉलिनॉइड मींस इंडक्टर इज हाफ b स्क्वायर बाय म्यू नॉट। यही जब हम लोग इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स पढ़ते थे, याद करो एनर्जी डेंसिटी था एनर्जी स्टोर बाय वॉल्यूम, सो हाफ cv स्क्वायर बाय एरिया इनटू d, हाफ कैपेसिटेंस एप्सिलॉन नॉट a बाय d इनटू v स्क्वायर बाय ad, a कैंसिल, हाफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट v बाय d स्क्वायर मतलब हाफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट e स्क्वायर। सो दैट इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस। देखो म्यू एंड एप्सिलॉन दे आर ऑलवेज इनवर्स, अगर जहां पे म्यू ऊपर में होगा, जहां पे एप्सिलॉन ऊपर में होगा, देखना म्यू नीचे में होगा। जहां पे म्यू देखोगे नीचे में है, वहां पे देखोगे उस फॉर्मूला में एप्सिलॉन ठीक इसका उल्टा होगा। जैसे देखो 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट, एप्सिलॉन नीचे में है, 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स नीचे में है, मैग्नेटिक फोर्स देखो म्यू नॉट बाई 4 पाई, ठीक है। तो ये दोनों एक दूसरे का ऑपोजिट होता है, और इसके बारे में कि ये कैसे होता है क्या होता है, ये हम लोग जो आफ्टर एसी हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, 2 चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे, एक है मैग्नेटिज्म और एक है पढ़ेंगे इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव्स। उस EMW में हम लोग उसके बारे में बहुत अच्छा से पढ़ेंगे। तो मैं आज का क्लास इतना ही रखना चाहता हूं।